All right, welcome back to the podcast today. The Cat Cast, I should say. And this is Cat Kennison, your host of the Cat Cast. We're rocking back in today with a great show. Callie's back there on the wheel doing a little exercise, and you might hear her tweaking every once in a while. But don't, that's okay. Makes for a better show back there. My little critic, as she meows away back there. I don't know if you'll hear it on the podcast, but you'll definitely hear it on the video one. And it is adorable. But she likes to talk. She's working her wheel, and when I don't give her attention, she's just gonna yap back there the whole time. But we're gonna keep podcasting anyways, alright? Welcome into the Cat Cast. This is number 8, Ocho, and we're happy to be here with this podcast after number 7. We're going to get back onto a regularly scheduled programming today with, with the podcast. Back to political stuff, world news events, and and other things, along with Callie over there talking away on her wheel. She loves doing her wheel anyways, and when she's on it, she talks. She likes to talk. It's okay. We love her. She's a good girl. All right, we'll continue away on this podcast. If you've noticed, I've elevated the microphone. I was having to hunch down, and it's kind of hurting my back. And so I put it up on a container to raise the mic up higher. And now I can sit up straight. I don't have to hunch. I don't know, it might be cropping my head off, but as long as you can see me, you don't need to see my bald head. I think we're good. I tried to move over enough so that you can still see my face, and I'm trying to look more at the camera because I noticed last time I was looking down a lot, and I don't really need to look down because nothing's really written down besides my topics. So I should look at the camera when I'm speaking, a little bit more. So I'm going to work on that on this podcast as well, and working on speaking nice into the microphone as well as I can. And Callie's going to be doing the backup job as well as she can back there. She's really talking. She is just a meowing away back there. All right, so we've got several topics today that I want to discuss, and usually she does stop eventually, but if she doesn't, it's going to be hilarious anyway. So we're just going to go with it. She might get louder too. Who knows? Anyways, I used to talk to her. I used to be like, "Oh yeah, that's really," and then I'll say things kind of like when Han would speak to Chewie, or C-3PO would talk to R2-D2. By their responses, you know a little bit of what they're saying. I'm telling them, you know a little bit about what the other thing's saying. She says, "Spit it out." She got quiet. All right, so let me tell you our topics. First, we gotta I'm gonna apologize to my friend. Number 1 topic, and we're gonna talk about we need to stop shooting. People have to stop the shooting. Then we're gonna talk about Eric Adams is dropping out of the mayoral race in New York City. Eric Adams. Then we're gonna talk about how, this is big, how do we fix Gaza? How do we fix Gaza? All right, going to be a real good one there. That we may spend the most time on that one. Then we have Cheez It commercial. If you know, before I talked about the other Cheez It commercial, I remember not to tap. If you remember, we talked about the other Cheez It commercial and how bad it was. I knew as soon as I did that one that they were going to come out with a new commercial, and it was going to be worse than the one that I was talking about the other day, and they have done that, and we're going to discuss that as well. Last thing, Callie's getting up here now. She's going to be part of the show. You want to be part of the show, Callie? Yeah, you want to be part of the show again? She's back and part of the show now. See, if you're watching, you can see her. She's hanging out here. She's going to be my little partner and work the board. All right? Try not to step on the board. All right. Anyways, topics for Cat to discuss in the future. is our last thing. I'll just tell you right now. If you guys have topics that you want me to discuss, leave them in the comment section, and we'll try to add them into the show. Because I think that'll be entertaining. Or I should tilt it down. You'd probably rather see Callie than me. So if she's up here, I'm going to tilt the camera down, and you can watch her. Much more entertaining than me. Alright? But if she leaves, we'll go back to me. Maybe don't show them your butt. Maybe spin around. Spin around. Spin around and show them your face. Yeah, come on. Turn around. Alright, it's not good for radio this way, so I gotta keep talking. We'll tilt this back because I think she's done. Alright, hopefully you can see me again. Hopefully you can see her. Alright, we're gonna go back to our topics, though. I'm wasting time. Apologize to my friend. Alright, on an earlier episode, I referred to one of my friends, and he realized that I referred to him, and I said some things that were not true. So I want to correct the record. My friend researches things for himself. He's not told these things, and so he knew stuff that I didn't know, yeah, right, Callie? And so I need to correct and say he researches his own stuff. I mean, when this guy buys things, he'll research the heck out of it. That's why I know I can trust him when it comes to a recommendation on something to buy, because he thoroughly researches things. And I know by that research that he knows what he's talking about. He comes from it more from an independent mind, which is good, actually. Oh, sorry about that. Must have had the phone tilted too much. Anyways, I'm not changing anything. We're not changing. It's going to be right in the podcast because I don't even know how to edit it out. Anyways, he's more of an independent person. And I hope that wasn't somebody jinxing something because I was saying it that way. But he says, you should go. That's how it should be. You shouldn't pick a side. You need to just say the best person for the job. So he's an independent in that way, where I'm a little more right. I'm not hard right. I'm just a little right. But it's like, you are too hard right. What the heck are you talking about? You're the hardest right. No, I'm not. I'm not crazy hard right. I'm a little right. But there are some things I'm pretty liberal on, and Callie knows. She's making her own point. Don't listen to her. Listen to Cat, okay? She just said listen to Callie, not Cat. Here comes Kitty. Kitty's coming in to say hi. Hello, Kitty. You want to work the board today? Want to work the board, Kitty? Kitty? Work the board, Kitty. Don't go on it, just work it. There's the board. All right. I'm wasting time here. This won't be entertaining for people that are listening. All right, so we're going to go back. She may have trouble getting down. I'm just going to pet her because I don't know if she can get down without me making a spot that she wanted to come in right when I'm doing the podcast here. Talking about Kitty. Anyways, now Callie's over here. She's like, oh, I'm all distracted. You got the other cat in here. She's not meowing anymore, as you can see. All right, so back to my friend. All right, so I'm sorry for what I said. He's very intelligent. He makes more money than anybody I know, and he's the nicest guy. He's my best friend, really. So I corrected that record there, and we're gonna have to let the kitty get down. All right, that was hard to do because she's a fat cat. Man, if she gets back up here and just is causing issues, we're gonna have a problem. All right. We covered the apology. The shootings. The shootings have to stop. Another shooting today in Michigan at a church, and it's time to stop shooting. People, please stop shooting. I don't care how much you disagree with people. Shooting is going to have the opposite effect on getting what you want. It just hardens in people more to fight against you. So if you keep shooting, you're not going to get your way. I don't know how much more to tell people. We will give you nothing. If you're going to be shooting people, we're not going to... Because if we do, that teaches people that will cave into shooting. If they start shooting people, that will cave... Never, never, ever. That's like negotiating with kidnappers. If you do that, then people just learn. If you negotiate with terrorists, they'll use terror to, because they'll get things. You can't do it. And I don't know how else. I really think all the Democrats need to come out, and all the Republicans, and say stop shooting. Everybody together. Stop shooting America. Stop shooting other citizens. This has gotta stop. You gotta stop. I want them all to do it tomorrow. If they don't, then I have an issue. Because everybody is against shooting. Come out and say stop shooting. Whether it does any good or not, do it. As a country, Democrats and Republicans, come out tomorrow and say, no more shooting, people. Stop. 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 I don't know how else to say it. You know how Biden said don't? Well, I'm saying stop shooting people you disagree with. Stop. Because it's never going to change us. The more you want to do that, the harder we're going to be into our things. The freedom shirt that Charlie Kirk was wearing, I guess I seen a lot of people at, I think it was at the Penn at the Nittany Lions yesterday. They had a whiteout going, but it was with the Charlie Kirk freedom shirt. It said freedom across it. Just solid white shirt with the word freedom in black block letters. And I thought, that's amazing. I would love to see that everywhere. And maybe even see a shirt that says stop shooting people. You know, would be good. I'm not picking a side. I said Republicans and Democrats, both of y'all, come out together and say stop shooting. Last time I can remember them all together was like 9/11. When are y'all going to get together again and be like unified about this stuff? You should be unified about citizens being killed. There should be no more of this. You should also say stop attacking ICE. Okay? They're doing a job. If you don't like the job they're doing, then you need to start working on making laws to change them. But you can't keep demonizing them. Come out and say it. Stop it. I'm taking a big breath, but it's so disheartening when I hear all this rhetoric and nobody comes out and says, stop. Am I the only one with a brain anymore that can tell everybody, you need to stop this? You guys got to stop it. When are you gonna stop it? You know you have a pulpit. Get up there and say something about it. Say everybody stop shooting people you disagree with. Right now we know it's only on one side, but I'm not allowed to talk about that. So I'm just going to say everybody. Alright? Everybody stop it. Because it will never reach your goal. Never. I will fight to the death nail if we against someone that thinks violence and killing is a way to get your objective. That's what Putin's doing. Putin right now. That's what he's doing to get his way. Kill, kill, kill. We're not like Putin, are we? Are we? I don't think we are. Everybody said all that awful stuff about Trump. Trump hasn't done anything like what Putin has done. But yet you guys have called him Nazi and a Hitler and, you know, dictator, tyrant, all these awful names. He hasn't done what Putin's doing, killing 7,000 people a week. You know. Because I'm going to count both sides, because he's killing his men as well as the other side's men. Because they wouldn't be fighting unless he was trying to get their territory. He started the war. He did the invasion. The other ones are just defending what is theirs. So, If you want to be like Putin, keep doing what you're doing, people. But you're not going to get what you want. If you see right now, we're backing off of what Putin wants, and we're more likely to give Ukraine whatever they want now. You know, that's what I'm seeing from Trump, saying he thinks he can win it back. Meaning, we'll fund them. I mean, not fund them, but we'll provide them the weapons that the NATO will pay for, and we'll make sure that they knock your stuff out. You know, and if necessary, we might use some of our planes to take care of it too. We're already protecting Poland. We're not going to have any of that. So, like I said, if anybody else gets involved in it, then America can say, "Oh, we got to do something," and we'll end it real fast. I think Trump's patience are about at their end, and I know mine are. I've had it, you know, Putin. I had it with the Turkey president saying, Trump said he's going to end the war with Ukraine. Has he ended it yet? And I'm like, what's it been, 8 months? And in the first few months, he was worrying about tariffs and stuff, you know, fixing our world stuff first, you know. I mean, my God, Turkey guy, Erdogan, has he done it? He said he stopped the war in Israel and Gaza. Has he done that yet? Has he done that yet? That war's been going on for freaking years. And you think he was going to have it done in the first few months, huh? Trump said he would have it ended in the first few months. He said it could be over like that. He thought it would be over like that. Doesn't mean it will be, the Ukraine one with Russia. The other one's way more complicated, and you know it, Erdogan. You're being stupid right now. You're being stupid, Erdogan. So, he has ended it. You guys keep buying their oil and crap. You know how you stop it? You pinch them so they have no money left, dude. Come on. You pinch, dry up that money. That's how you stop it. If you keep pushing the crap, buying their crap, they can keep funding their war, dude. Chaba cha. Sorry, but he's an idiot. All right, we're moving on from the shooting thing, but stop doing it. All right, Eric Adams drops out of the New York mayor race. This is big. I've been calling for him to drop out for a long time. Now we just need Republican guy to drop out too. Put all the weight behind Cuomo. Get the independent guy that makes sense. And we don't have Mandami. We don't want communist Mandami in there, okay? He will destroy New York. You thought Blasio was bad? Gonna be nothing to Mandami, okay? So it's time to just get smart, people. Adams needed to drop out. He had no points. Nobody wants him. I don't know why. I guess they bought all the garbage that the Democrats put on him. But they don't want him. And the Republican guy doesn't have a shot. Never did. I don't care about his beret that he wears. You got no shot, dude, in New York. You're too far right. You're crazy right. And it's not going to work for New York. You need to be more independent-minded. Even Cat would have a better chance of getting elected than you. Okay? And Cat's somewhat right. But I'm pretty liberal on some things. Don't tap your hands. Don't tap your hands. So, yeah. Let's get that guy out. I can't think of his name. Starts with an S. But need to get him out. He's no good either. He needs to drop. He's got no chance of winning. I mean, he had more chance than Adams did. But now that Adams is out, that guy should get out. Everybody go behind Cuomo. And let's be done with this Mandami guy. Because I'm telling you right now, he will destroy New York. All the businesses will flee. There will be no tax base. It will collapse New York. The real estate market already is in shambles there because so many people still work from home, and a lot of companies, the people don't want to come back. And why should they pay more money to just be in those buildings if they can be just as productive at home, if not more productive, because there's no travel time, and they actually can be energized because they just come in and start working instead of having a big downer of driving in and driving home at night. It saves them tons of time. And if they're just doing stuff they can do on the computer, they don't need to be at the office. The only reason you need to be there if you have to do things together. If all this stuff can be done remotely, it makes way more sense. Now the bad thing for New York is that makes their real estate worth crap now. unless they turn it into something else, which they'll have to do. But you can't lose any more businesses from New York because they can just leave. They don't have to be in New York. That's the thing they don't realize. They're in New York because they like to be in the biggest city in America, like the most popular city, but they're not going to at the detriment of their businesses. It's all about making money, people, and I don't know why they don't seem to get that yet. If you hurt the money thing, the money train, then it's all over. So it's time to realize that. I don't want to spend any more time on this because I want to get to how do we fix Gaza. So we're going on to that now. I think I made my points. How do we fix Gaza? We've been trying it now for 70 years. No matter what, there are people there that want to destroy Israel. And I don't know if there's a way to keep them there with all the issues that are going on. And so I'm trying to come up with a solution to how we fix it because the status quo is not working. So I'm like, do we make them work? Do we make them work every day? Because I notice they don't work. I'm kind of like, let's make them work every day. If they have to work, they're not going to have time to do terrorism. That's just one idea. I think that place isn't worth saving. I mean, they've had it for 70 years. They could have made it into something. They could have made it into a tourist destination. They could have had, all kinds of hotels, and they got that waterfront property. They could make it a place you want to visit and do things, but they haven't done anything with it. I don't think they have any businesses or jobs. I don't know what people do all day, but whenever the food comes in, I just see them swarm the place for the food. They don't make women and children, they don't make anybody get in a line and say women and children first. The people just swarm the trucks, and it looks like craziness. And I'm like, why are we doing this? I'd have people there with guns shooting in the air and saying, all you guys get to the back of the line, women and children first, and when they get through, then they'll get. But if you try to mess with them, we see any of you messing with them as they're leaving, we're going to take you out. I don't know why we just give them food and let them act like animals, just wild. To me, that's crazy. So I think that needs to be stopped. My idea originally, I was like, let's just put them on an island somewhere. And my friend says, well, you can't do that because they have to be able to make food and have this and have that. And I'm like, they don't make any food right now. I'm pretty sure we provide it all. I don't think they do anything there. I'd like to know what they do, but I don't think they do anything. And so I'm like, at least we could have them in a central location that we could prevent them from hurting other people. But he brought up a lot of good points, like what about the other people that are caught up in it? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't see them doing anything right now to stop it. Now, maybe they're afraid for their lives, but I don't know how you fix something. I want to do something different that fixes it. So I don't know how you get them to stay there and not want to kill the other side. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I said, what if we put an amusement park there? What if we put good things that they'd want to do? But I don't think it matters what we put in there. There are a certain amount of people that still want to kill the other side no matter what, because that's how they're raised. They have cartoons, everything about it. So I don't know how to fix it, but I'm throwing out ideas, and I'd love for people to make comments about how we fix Gaza. I really want ideas on how to literally fix it so the two sides don't fight each other anymore and they can live peacefully next to each other. Because I know one side is trying to do that, and I just see the other side is not trying to do that. And I'm not even saying which side. I'll let you make those decisions, but I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. So how do we fix it? And I don't care what side you're coming from. I don't want any more people dying. So how do we fix it? How do we fix it, people? Because I'm tired of people just saying free Gaza. How do we free Gaza? How do we make the Palestinians free? How do we give them a state? How do we do that? The only way we can do that is if they stop killing the other side. I don't think they're willing to do that. So, what is your solution? I'm really asking people. This is an open ended question that I want answers to. I am not doing it as a rhetorical question. I want you guys to leave comments and give me ideas. I would be really interested to hear them because nobody else gives any ideas. They just yell, they yelled at Kamala at her book thing about her not doing it. What do they want her to do? I'm tired of people just yelling and stuff. If you people want some change, what is your suggestion? That's what I'm really sick of, is how crazy they go with their ideas, but they don't have any ideas of their own to fix it. What is your idea? How do we do what you want? This is always weighed on me like a big question. Whenever I ask people, nobody has an answer. So, I'm putting it out to everybody now. Come up, what's your solution? I remember back when Bill Clinton was in office, they did a deal that they wanted to do that was going to give them 75% of the land back. And I guess I found out that the guy said he couldn't take that deal back because if he did, they would have killed him. Yasser Arafat, I think, or whoever the guy was back when Bill Clinton was in office. I don't even want to say the name, I'm probably wrong. But he said, if I accept this deal, I will be killed. Even though it was like a crazy deal to give him 75%, which I heard later that if they accepted it, Israel wasn't going to even do it because it was so crazy, but they were trying to prove a point that they would never accept a deal. And to this day, they have never accepted a deal. And no matter even that one, they basically, they didn't want any Israel there. So 25% wasn't even fair to them. And so I don't know how we're going to ever get a resolution if that's the way they still feel, and I bet it is. So anybody have an idea? Don't come back just yelling at me. Give me ideas. Don't say, oh, you Israel lover. Give me ideas. Because I want to know how we have them both live there after 70 some years of this crap. I don't think we keep doing the same thing. Alright, we're going to do our Cheez It thing. So the one last topic, because we're running out of time. And I think I talked enough about that. I can't wait to hear your guys' suggestions. Alright, we're going to rock and roll this baby. Alright, last thing. Cheez It commercial. Alright, I told you about the one with the guy going down the hill in the Speedo. I was like, what are they going to do worse than that? The new one is book club. Alright, and she's reading a book that girls like to read. Okay, if you know what I mean. And it's kind of a lovey-dovey book, but she's reading it, and there's a big cracker coming off the book, and she wants her Cheez It Daddy. It's a Cheez It. You need Cheez It Daddy, or whatever. They must have heard me making fun of their Snow Hill one, and they're like, oh, you didn't like that? Oh, we're going to make you really hate the next one we got. This one is going to make it go, ah! And it did. I was like, shh, this is the commercial they came up with? Oh, my God. And I'm sure they spent a lot of money on it, and it is so bad. I will not eat Cheez-Its. I am on a Cheez-It strike. I'm not buying them anymore. Nope. The commercials have turned me off from them. I am done with Cheez-Its. I am done. And let Cheez-It know. I can't eat your crackers anymore. Their commercials are dumb. And I cannot support a company that will basically put out dumb commercials like that and think that makes us want to eat their cracker. So I'm like, I have to draw the line somewhere. And I'm like, that's it. That is dumb. Basically, that one made me think they're only reaching out to ladies. I was like, whoa, what is this? I don't want to be no Cheez-It daddy. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want no daddy. This commercial is sexist. I'm going to say that. It is a sexist commercial. Now, you guys, you look at it. You tell me what you think. Leave comments. I can't stand it. I will not eat Cheez-Its. I'm drawing a line. The commercial's bad. I don't want to be anti-Cheez-It. Can you just make a commercial about your cracker that's not stupid? Man. I don't think they can do it. I'm asking too much of these marketing agencies. Somebody came up with that idea, and somebody approved it. And then they made it. You gotta give them credit. The company that made it, they did a good job in achieving what the person envisioned, I'm sure. But I can't stand it, and I don't want to watch it. All right. We're pretty much wrapped up today as I rant the way out. Also, if you don't want to comment about the other things that we've talked about, you can comment about topics that you'd like Cat to discuss in the future. As the last thing. Because I'm not afraid to talk about anything. Throw it at me. See what Cat wants to talk about. See what Cat's opinion is on it. And we'll discuss. I love it. It'll be interesting. Another fantastic podcast today on the Cat Cast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You got a little bit of fun with Callie talking, and you had Kitty crossing over my lap maybe. I don't know if you got to see any of that, but that was quite an ordeal to get her up over my lap without her scratching me. She made a little noise on the way. And I was like, I know, I'm just trying to get you down here, because she can't get down if I'm scooted up here, and I didn't want to move back and change everything from the podcast just to get her off the floor. So that's how that happened. But anyways, I guess that's it for today. Episode 8 was another fantastic show. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. I hope you tune in. Cat Kinnison out. Jabba cha.